Hello, folks, and welcome to another Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, nothing to tell today. Crypto Twitter is flipping to bullish, or all there. These moon boys were so quiet since month and now coming out from the caves indicating moon next, the next bull run, that's the preparation. Well, I don't know. It's sometimes it's better just don't to spend or to waste any minute on Twitter and just to check the data. That's the truth. Everything else is just opinions of many experts out of there. In my opinion, the whole economy is not looking good. All data, all reports I'm getting doesn't look great. It's, I mean, the White House mentioning once again, we will do everything to bring the prices down again. Nobody is talking about inflation anymore. Wall Street indicating or expecting that inflation is under control. People could be the next step. Some decisions are not detectable on any chart, on any. It's impossible. We know the big guys have certain influence also to politicians and even, I mean, the crypto industry. We know they have their own lobby, and we know certain senators are very extremely pro crypto, and that's something. If they want to make a people, even if they know that the economy looks like crash and trash, and they know it's going to accelerate everything, they will do it just because they need an exit, and an exit just only works when retailers are going to buy. It's and I see this system will never stop because it's not only these big guys, the banks, the institutionals, the central banks, the politicians. It starts very on a extremely low level. That's a guy like you, like me, who is spending a lot of time on Twitter, spreading opinions like facts, and telling everyone, you know, you are dumb because you didn't buy the dip and moon next bull run. You missed that. I really hope that karma exists and all these guys will get what they deserve. That's not only a slap, to be honest, because it's really crazy. It's so far away from reality. We can go up, of course we can go up, but they are talking about bull run, all-time high, you know, telling you are dumb because you didn't buy the dip. They did tell you in 2021 exactly the same. They told you that was the last dip at 30K. No, we did 18. And they will tell you exactly the same in few weeks or maybe in 2 months. I don't know. We need to check the data first. But yeah, everything is a process. And something, even I'm always repeating exactly the same. Patience is key. I'm not free of it just to miss this patience. I'm not free of it. And that's why I always say just trade my data, don't trade my opinion. Because even I know something is going to happen, I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow or maybe 1 week. Because everything depends. If they want to go and make 1 week, 2 week sideways run, they will do that. They will not ask me. So, you know, make always your own conclusions and don't trade the opinion of others. I really try to support you and to help you. So let us go forward. Weights ratio 30 days moving average. Lift it up like, it's exactly the same. Sometimes I think that's like a usual Bitcoin chart. Oh, that's the support. We will go. It's not working in that way, but it's indicating they sent more bitcoins to whales, sent more bitcoins to spot exchanges, but not that big anymore. Otherwise, you know, it should be here to make a bigger step up. We need to see if that's just it's retracing and we will go up more down, for example. However, I mean, for me, if that's not going up anymore, it's they are done. The preparation is done. Now they need just to execute. And the question is when they are going to execute, because that's something I can tell you that's going to happen in 1 week, in 5 days, maybe 8 days, 9 days. It's not going to take 1 year, also not 2 months, also not, you know, but it's really difficult to measure when the impact is going to happen. And that's where TA could be useful. That's where option trading can be useful because we know option trading allows different kind of strategies, also multi-leg. So it's I mean, if option trading would be the key to predict time and levels, I wouldn't spend 1 hour to show you many other different aspects of the market. And that's the big challenge. So, um, yeah, we need to see what's going to happen next. But for me, at the moment, looks like they are done. They did everything, and now it's just time to wait and execute. The question is when. I have mentioned on Twitter, VIX should go up, indicating volatility should rise, indicating markets are becoming more nervous again. Maybe fear will come back. The question is why. I can't tell you that. And SPX will dump. I don't know. I mean, we need to see what's going to happen next. However, let us go forward and check what's happening to the weights ratio 1 hour time frame. Doing exactly the same, even if it's lifting up, but you see, they let the price go up. It's absolutely under control. They know what they are doing is, in my opinion, distributing. That's actually something very common on whales. Let the price go up and distribute. And that's what they are doing. They are distributing. They are pushing up. Many are jumping in. They start to distribute. That's what the whales ratio is showing us. The stablecoin supply, surprising me, is lifting up. But I can, for example, right now, if I start. No, I can show you that. Okay, we need to check the market cap. It's not that big. It's not, we are doing, we did almost, let me check, 400 million in a little bit less than 2 weeks. So it's not that bad, indicating some people are minting or whales are minting stablecoins back to bring fresh money to the markets. But at the same time, we can see that the stablecoin reserves and exchanges is declining. We don't know if they are going to buy Bitcoin with these stablecoins. I can imagine they will. At least maybe 30% of that stablecoin supply, the new one, will go to Bitcoin. The rest should go to to alts, for example, or they maintain just the stable coins for the next dip. It's also possible. It's not indicating they are sending to centralized exchanges, otherwise they should rise instead of decline. At the same time, we are noticing since weeks, since months, a lot of stablecoin withdrawals from centralized exchanges, mostly from Binance. What's going to happen with all these stablecoins? Why maintain stablecoins even if you know that the ECC wants to regulate stablecoins? It's a very unsure future what stablecoins have. So, makes that sense? I don't think so. I think it will appear in one day. I don't know when it's going to happen, a bunch of billions to Tether and say, so, pay out now. And Tether will say, oh, I can't. But no problem, because that's part of their terms. That's something I have tweeted. If you check that, I think I retweeted, I'm not sure. One account just spent a lot of time to check their terms. Their terms doesn't give you the guarantee to pay you out. They can even pay you out with commercial papers or bonds or gold or whatever. So it's going to be very interesting in my opinion. And well, I'm still convinced it doesn't look great. Just the price action was looking good just because they pushed and pushed and pushed very aggressive. And usually when they do that, that should have another effect. It's generating FOMO. Retailers. Just trigger retailers. Weights ratio 30 hours moving average. That's what it's doing. It maintains very close to the 90. Sometimes it's declining to 88%, but it maintains very high. Still too high. Just still too high. So let us go forward and check the flow activity. So what we see here is, and that's new, 133 million in stablecoins, indicating they are taking profits, so they are selling, and no big fresh money coming in. Not yet. I think it's going to happen next, just to absorb and maybe to go up. If they are missing it, we will go down even more. That's usually what they do, right? You remember I have mentioned sometimes it correlates, like here 320 millions in, 265 out, and so on and so forth, or like here 154 in, out, sorry, 153 in, and so on and so forth. That's what they are doing. They are reacting. They are just reacting. Even the volume delta, if you are, for example, as I have showed you just, I don't know, 2-3 days, we can go back. If we check, we can see here the volume, and that's on Trading Light. It's really crazy how they do that. I love that. If you check the deltas, that's extremely low. I mean, okay, that's Coinbase. Coinbase is poor Coinbase. If you check here, we have buys, sells, the total sum, and we have then delta. Delta indicating if we have a positive delta, we have more purchases than solds. If it's negative, we have more sells than buys. It's extremely easy to understand. If we check that, we can see here, for example, even we went up, but on Binance, negative delta. Here, 65 bitcoins positive delta. Here, positive delta of 8 bitcoins. If we check here, a positive delta of 350 bitcoins. If we check here, a delta of 80 bitcoins. A delta negative of 500 bitcoins. A positive of 200, and so on and so forth. It's absolutely, I mean, we are lifting up. If we check here, I mean, sometimes we had bigger, but 130 delta, 800 delta, sometimes just really, I mean, 20 minus 266 delta, and so on and so forth. So that's nothing. That's just peanuts, indicating we are almost all time selling as much as we are buying. Sometimes with a little gap of 200, 300, only if they push very hard, like in that candle where they did 800 bitcoins, but that's it. In my opinion, that's not how it should look like. But whatever. Let us take a look here. Let us see what's happening. If we can check inflows, Bitcoin, really nothing. It's like, as mentioned, they are done. They are absolutely done. It's declining again, coming down after we had a little bit more bitcoins, but that's it. That's it. Look there. And usually when that happens, I mean, we can have again such a long phase, but something I can't imagine. And the last two times we had the peak, then it declined. We had the peak, it declined. Usually next, if they are following the pattern, we should have a peak again. So to the upside, I don't think so. We are going up and it's not really rising. So in my opinion, we will go down again. But it takes time. It takes really time. And that's why I said I'm not going to trade that. I'm waiting. Just waiting for the best time just to short, for example. I can't long such a market. They wrecked me a big one. I don't know if you remember, just 2 months ago, 24,000 US dollars long. I'm not going to long that market because the trend is down. It's not up. So I prefer to miss just, too long that and wait and chill a little bit. Just, enjoy your day, make we don't need, I'm not a professional trader. I have a full-time job. For me, that's a hobby. So sometimes that's better. So that almost, taking profit, selling, they are just pushing more down right now. We will see how far they want to go. If we will go again, something like 22,300 and then bounce up, possible, we need to see. Well, let us go forward and check what's happening to future markets. So here it looks a little bit different. I'm not sure if that's so big. Well, yeah, well, 366 million. It's nice. At the same time, look what the funding rate did. Jesus. It nuked almost. I don't know if that's, I guess, it correlates to that big stablecoin inflow. So it could indicate they are right now shorting a lot. With 366 millions, that would be not bad, not bad. However, we can see they are taking profit. They are, at the moment, it seems, they are taking bitcoins from derivative exchanges. I have mentioned and tweeted about that. Usually, when the Bitcoin reserves on derivative exchanges are rising, indicating they are hedging. Okay, so it seems maybe it was the top and we will go down. We need to see. At the moment, it could be it. But I know today is Friday. I know we have a weekend, and I'm also not trading weekends anymore. So it could be a big pain for me if we dump very hard, but it's so weekends. It's just, wow. It's just scam pumps or scam dumps. So everything is possible here. Um, yeah, if we check the open interest, maintains relatively high, and leverage ratio maintains relatively low, at least to the average if we check just what we had in the past weeks, making new all-time high and so on. So let us go forward and check what's happening here. I need to refresh. Okay, so we still have a little bit more shorts than longs. That's what we can see, but as mentioned, they triggered for more again. So people are getting back to longs because it's a bull run. They missed to buy the dip, and of course, they want to be and become billionaires with this trade. So it's obvious that longs are going more up. In my opinion, if they make a bull trap, more shorts will decline. And, maybe we are not done just because of that, because usually they like to make the opposite. If retailers are going long, perfect to reg. But at the same time, I was noticing that they are scalping longs and shorts all the time. All the time. They push up very hard and then they let retrace and start to distribute again afterwards. So everybody that, you know, gets triggered about or because of this hard push, they wreck them closely afterwards. That's why I don't want to trade this market. At the moment, it just looked like you can make money if you take profit very quick. Otherwise, you can shift very quick to negative and you need even more patience afterwards. So I don't like that. However, still on Ethereum, just because of the front run and so on and so forth. Of course, still more shorts than longs. However, we need to see what's going to happen next. I can imagine that even the weekend could be a combination of pump and dump or pump, or really, I mean, next week is going to be very exciting. So, however, we have time and we need patience. That's the key word, patience. Julieta told me that just that's a follower for many of you. And she said, and she is absolutely right, patience doesn't mean you're wrong. Just have patience. And sometimes, yeah, even I'm repeating that many times in a day, but sometimes see, I don't have enough patience, and sometimes you need to miss some trades and wait. That's the only thing. So let me check for next week the economic calendar. We will have Tuesday, CB consumer confidence. Wow, new home sales. Wednesday, core durable goods orders, something that could be very interesting. Pending home sales, okay. Crude oil, FOMC statement. If Wall Street is going to convince Fed to make a pivot, you can imagine what's going to happen next. Well, we need to see. But with today's announcement, or at least, when the White House is saying, whoa, we will do everything to bring the prices down, means they have very recent data indicating the inflation is still rising. If that's the case, no people. Absolutely not. And in my opinion, I can't imagine how they want to stop that. I really don't know that. However, Thursday, GDP Q2. It's going to be very interesting. Initial jobless claims. Last time it was bearish, but it didn't have a big effect. So we need to see. Friday, very interesting. Euro CPI for July and core PCE price index in the US. So we have next week full calendar with different events that can have huge impact to the price action. So volatility, I'm expecting a rising VIX that would match with that. I'm expecting a very hard dump on SPX would also fit to it. But we will see. Let us go to the Kingfisher and check what's happening here. It takes a little bit as usual. So at the same time, I'm going to check a little bit what's happening to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dumping, of course, at the moment. I don't know why. I guess I know why, but so nothing have changed. Absolutely nothing have changed. So we still have these shorts here. Now a huge gap here, and of course longs still there. Reduced a little bit, at least here and that part they reduced, but we still have here the biggest impact. I don't know what's the correct wording now for the liquidation map because I'm still missing. I'm still don't know the formula and how they measure the impact to the market. However, um, let us check FTX because it would surprise me, or at least I'm very interesting to see if the impact volume maintains that high. You remember the last time was 320 million. We will see. As usual, it takes a little bit. White House spokesman, what? Oh, they want to send more arms to Ukraine. 580 Phoenix Ghosts. Oh, nice. Okay, why not? So, if we check FTX, looking almost the same. The only thing, we don't have 320 millions here anymore, 250. But that's fine. Nothing have changed. The structure looks exactly the same. Yeah. So that's the problem. I don't know how they calculate that, how they measure that. However, that's indicating we have. If they want to liquidate, it just makes sense in that way. It doesn't make sense in that way. That only makes sense if you want FOMO. That makes sense if you want money. So we will see. However, that's for future trading. Let us take a look to the options. So what we see is that while the price is going more up, if the X is distributing, that's what they are showing. Aggregated spot was lifting up. Right now, it's also here indicating it's going down. Bitcoin collateral futures down all the time, and collateral with stablecoins, of course, up, and right now also taking a hit and indicating why we are going down. In my opinion, that's not bullish. I mean, if they can maintain a certain price level and they can distribute all what they purchased just in lower levels, of course, they can push up even more. That's something we should also have in mind. So that was FTX. Coinbase, also interesting, selling instead of buying more. Binance at the moment, yeah, right now also selling. Bitfinex, the only ones still buying, at least more buying than selling. And that's, as you see, once again, funding rate lifted up on Binance, then declined, then lifted up again, and now it's declining again. So, yeah, while the open interest is as you can see right now, rising very much. Well, very much, but if we check here, you can see that one candle indicating they are shorting, it seems. Shorting, shorting, shorting. Interesting is what the market maker entities are doing. It didn't surprise me anymore, but so no big, as you can see, almost no activity here related to them. But if we check, wow, they declined even more, 4,950,000 Bitcoin. Still, no accumulation. While we are going up, no accumulation by them. You remember last year? Nope, they are not doing it. For me, that's not bullish. These guys, no accumulation. That's not accumulation. That's for me quick accumulation yet. These guys were accumulating. Right now, maintaining. Retailers, yeah, stable, stable. And these guys, well, as mentioned, that was just, I don't know if that was the Gimini wallets. They just shifted their money from one wallet to another, like CryptoQuant CEO mentioned, possible. That's it. Okay, I'm fine with that. So also here we are done. So let us check what's happening here. Well, first of all, as mentioned also yesterday, Coinbase don't want yet, at least, don't want to let the price go up. They are limiting here, as you can see, between 24,500 and 25. That's what's happening. At the same time, and that's really usual that they are just limiting here because they know, and that's part of the game, they let the price go down, rebound, and then more down. Usually, we need to see if we are going really to 21 or if that's it. We really need to check. That's something we need to see if we can find more, you know. I mean, look that. They are blocking here a lot of liquidity and nobody knows why. Well, I know why, and you should know why, but it takes time. As usual, it takes just time. So let me check the next one. What will happen to Binance? No, Deribit. Let us check Deribit. Deribit doing exactly the same, but a 24 and here. So, I mean, 22K could be it. So we go down to 22K and that's it. That's possible. Let us go further. That's Bitstamp. Also here you see, also here 24, 500 and 22. It looks like they really want to trade that. Just, you know, we arrived here, now distribute a little bit and that's so crap. I don't like such um, well, I don't like that, so I'm not going to spend my time with that. Binance Spot. At the moment, limiting here, not big volume. I mean, 100 here, 300, 400 bitcoins are absolutely not big. The next big one would be 28K. And also here, waiting at 22K. And here. So we have a lot of different, as you see, a lot of different walls. Bitfinex. Bitfinex here waiting at 26 and 33 and I don't know why. Okay, I mean, I don't know what these guys are doing. Yeah, that's it. Nothing special. You can see what they are doing. Just to, you know, just to stop it. We'll maintain a little bit here, then everything is gone. That's so. I don't like them. If the experb at 24.8 and a lot also waiting here and also here, so we need to see. Wow, that's really a lot at 22. Or maybe that's it, 22, and that's it. That was the whole party. 24/7, 25, and here again 22. A lot of 22, 22, 22. That's Kraken spot as well. BitMEX 25 and 20,021. Also big here 20. That's it. Bitfinex derivatives waiting there at 22.7 and at 26. That's it. Kraken futures nothing. FTX spot nothing. A little bit at 24.8 and at 22.5. So it seems that they just want to distribute to lift up afterwards again. And that's how it looks like. And we need to track all these walls because I guess that could be very interesting for the weekend. Bitfinex derivatives. No, we did that already. But Binance. Oh, Jesus. Binance derivatives. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. 24.8. Oh, but here nothing anymore. So under control everything. 22. I would say that that would be my opinion right now. I would say we can go even more down, hitting 22.5, 22, and then go up again, hitting 24. It seems that's what they want to distribute and push up a little bit. I mean, sideway run, if you are the market maker or the market driver, that's extremely useful because you push up for more. In the last quarter, a lot of retailers jump in because it's it, bull run, it's it. They jump in, then you start to distribute. You can sell. It's quick money. It's just pure profit, 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 profit. Why not? Why not? Okay, then let us go forward to the personal conclusion.